The worst thing about talking to a Republican is they always want to blame Obama, Hillary, AOC, Nancy Pelosi. I'm a moderate liberal who's been married to a conservative who tends to vote Republican for 5 years. Keep watching for 5 tips on how to have a conversation with a Republican. Hi, I'm April McIntosh. Welcome to the Mac House. On our channel, we share our wonder, from the ordinary to the extraordinary, and inspire you to find the wonder in your own life. When we aren't sharing our weekend adventures, we're sharing reviews, how-tos, and tips to help you worry less and wonder more.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Number 1, timing is everything. I have a bad habit of getting him right after he's woken up, so it's kind of groggy, right? Like not quite in the mood to have a conversation, but also he'll catch me like super late at night or in the middle of me doing something, and that's not necessarily the right time either. So both parties have to be willing and ready to have a conversation. Number 2, meaningful conversations. Remember the difference between dialogue and debate. You need to shut up and actually listen. You need to have some compassion and empathy and ask questions if you need to understand something a little bit more. Remember, you are here to get it right, not to be right. Number 3, words matter. Know your audience. When you're talking to a Republican, make sure that you're using terms that don't have any negative connotations with them. The perfect example that I can think of was from a book that I read recently called Strangers in Their Own Land, where Mike, a Republican, told a Democrat when he was talking about climate change, he said, don't use climate change, use the term energy independence instead, because it's just connecting with your audience on a different level, right? Like, Republicans don't necessarily want to hear about climate change, but they are all about being independent. Number 4, know your bias. You're going to surround yourself with people who think like you. And what this creates is something called confirmation bias, where your bias, what you believe, is constantly being reaffirmed by the people that you're friends with and associate with. So when you're having a conversation with someone who disagrees with you, you have to realize that the things that you hold true, they're probably hearing different information and they have their own confirmation bias. So you have to be willing and understanding and listening to what they have to say, and they have to show you that same respect in order to have a meaningful conversation. Number 5, cultivate healthy relationships. When you're having a conversation, things can get heated. I call it being passionate.
Here we go again.
What? When things get heated, you're gonna wanna know when to agree to disagree and when to walk away. And walking away from a conversation is as simple as saying, I value our relationship and I need to walk away from this conversation. And the best thing about talking to a Republican is that it gets you out of your comfort zone. It gets you out of that confirmation bias circle that we all seem to be stuck in. It's a good thing to be challenged as a human being. Those 5 tips have kept my marriage healthy and our love strong. Let us know if you use any of these, and if you have any tips of your own, drop them in the comments and give us a thumbs up for 5 years of marriage. We celebrated our anniversary this weekend by doing this video because we know how important it is, especially with the upcoming election. I'm April McIntosh. This is the Mac House. Until next time, remember, life is short and the world is wide. Go find your wonder. Number 3. Oh, that was a 2, not a 3. All right, thank you, now walk away. I love you. This is me talking. No, wait, sorry, I was gonna. Number 1. What
You know the right time.
did I fuck that up? Know the right time?
Well, you did now.
Life is short and the world is wide. I totally had that right. And then I fucked myself up. Okay. Okay. We've been married for 5 years and we drank 5 tips. Oh my gosh, like, oh, that's such a beautiful coincidence.
I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs.